ourselves to the battle! Stir! Stir! Take down the topsail! Tend to thy master's whistle! Blow to thy burst thy wind!
Good master! Have care! Rise the master! Clear the men!
I pray thou keep below! Where is the master, boatswain? Do you not hear him? You mar our labour, keep your cabins! You do resist this storm!
Nay, good be patient!
When the sea is sent, what care you for from the name of the king?
But yet remember who matters before!
Not on that I look more than myself! You are a counsellor, if you can command these elements to silence, and wild the peace of the present, we will not hand the road more! Out of my way, I say!
I have great comfort from this fellow. It makes me have no drowning our companions. Stand fast and fight with his company. Our place is miserable.
Lower! Lower! A plague on this howling! They are louder than the weather of our office! What do we hear? Have you a mind to sink? Shall we give over and drown? Work you then! Hang poor! Hang you horses and noise maker! Well, let's praise we found and no hearts!
I warrant you for drowning. If the sheep were no stronger than a nutshell and the leak is in its own way.
Not nearly keep your eyes by drunkards! These white-chapped rascals! What thou might like watch the townside! Near home! Set a two-course not to see again! Let's all sing with the king!
Let's take leave of him! If by your arduous father you put these poor horses into this roar, and either, oh, I have suffered with those I shall suffer. A brave vessel who had no doubt some noble creature in her, dashed all to pieces. The cry did not against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, or each should the good ships I have swallowed.
Be collected. No more amazements. Tell your piteous hearts there's no harm done.
Woe that I,
No harm. I have done nothing but in care of thee, my dear one, thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing whence am I, nor that I am more better than Prospero.
more to know to never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time I should inform thee, father. Lend thy hand and pluck thy magic garment from me so. And I there my arms. Wipe thou thine eyes and have comfort. The direful spectacle of the wreck which touched the very virtue of compassion within thee, I have with such provision in mine art so safely ordered that there be no soul, no, not so much perdition as to a hair, to any creature on the vessel, which thou heardest sing, which thou sawest cry. Lie there my art, for thou must now no farther.
You have often begun to tell me what I am, but stopped and left with a bootless position, concluding, stay, not yet.
The hour is now come. The very minute bids thee ope thine ear. Obey and be attentive. Dost thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for then thou was not out 3 years old.
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream than an assurance that my remembrance warrants. Had I not once 4 or 5 women which came to me?
Thou hadst, Miranda, and more. But how is it that this lives in thy mind? What seest thou else in the dark backward and abysm of time?
But that I do not.
It's been 12 years, Miranda. 12 years since thy father was a Duke of Milan and a prince of power.
Sir, are you not my father?
Thy mother was a piece of virtue, and she says thou was thy father, and thy father was the Duke of Milan, and his heir and princess no worse issue.
Oh, the heavens! What foul play had we that returned from thence? Or blessed us with you?
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved thence, but blessedly hope hither.
Oh, my heart bleeds to think of the team that I turned you to, which is from my remembrance. Please, you, father.
My brother, and thy uncle, Antonio, I pray ye mark me that a brother be so perfidious. He drew next thyself of all the world that I love, and to him put the manage of my state. as at that time Prospero the prime duke being so reputed in dignity, and for the liberal arts without parallel, those being all my study. The government I cast upon my brother, and to my state grew stranger, being transported and wrapped in secret studies, like false uncle. Does thou attend me?
Sir, most heedfully.
Being once perfected how to grant suits and how to deny them, who to advance and who to trash for overtopping, the new created creatures that were mine, I say, or change them, or else who formed them, having both the key of officer and office, and set all the hearts in the state to what tune pleased his ear, and he, being the ivy which had hid my princely trunk, and sucked my virtue out on it. Thou attendest not.
Good sir, I do.
I pray thee mark me. I, thus neglecting worldly earnings, or dedicated to closeness and the bettering of my mind with that which, but by being so retired in a false brother, awakened an evil nature, and my trust, like the good parents, did beget of him, a falsehood in its contrary as great as my trust was, which indeed had no limits. He being then thus lauded to credit his own lie, did believe he was indeed duke. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, sir, will cure deafness.
To have no screen between this part he played and him he played it for, he needs will be absolute Milan. Me, poor man, my library was dukedom large enough of temple royalties to sway with the King of Naples, to do him homage, subject his coronet to his crown and bend the dukedom yet unbowed. Alas, poor Milan to most ignoble stooping.
In the heavens.
Now mark his condition and the events, then tell me if this might be a brother.
I should sin to think but nobly of my grandmother. Good rings of born bad sons.
Now the condition. The King of Naples being an enemy to me in veterans, hearkens my brother's suits, which was that he, in lieu of the premises of homage, and I know not how much tribute should present to extirpate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan, with all the honours on my brother. Whereon a treacherous army levied, and one midnight fated to the purpose did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and in the dead of darkness, the ministers for the purpose hurried thence me and thy crying self.
Alack, I'm not remembering how I put them, will cry over again. It is a hint that brings mine eyes to me.
Know thus far for, and then I'll bring thee to the present business which now is upon us, without the which this story were most impertinent.
Wherefore that hour did they not destroy us?
Well demanded. Dear they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me, nor set a mark so bloody on the business. But with colours fairer painted thou foul ends. In few they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to see where they prepared a rotten carcass of a boat, not rigged nor tackle, sail nor mast. The very ranks instinctively had quitted. There they hoist us to cry to the sea, that roared to us, to sigh to the winds, with pity sighing back again, did us but loving wrong.
Alack, what trouble was it then to you?
Thou was the cherubim, thou was that did preserve me. Thou didst smile infused with a fortitude from heaven, when I have decked the sea with drops full salt, under my burden groan, which raised in me an undergoing stomach to bear up against what should ensue.
How can we assure?
By providence divine, some fresh food and some water, that a noble Neapolitan, Gonzalo, gave us from his charity. He being the appointed master of this design, did give us rich garments, linens, stuffs, and necessaries, which have steadied much. Also, knowing I love my books, he furnished me from mine own library with volumes that I prize above my dukedom.
Would I might better see that one?
Now I arise, sit still and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here in this island we arrive, and here have I, thy schoolmaster, made thee more profits than any other princesses, with more time for vain hours and tutors not so careful.
Heaven thank you for it. But now, sir, pray you, what is still beating in my mind? Your reason for raising the sea storm?
My bountiful fortune, accidents most strange. Now, my dear,